everyone. My name is Sarah Ritt. I'm a tarot reader and an artist. And today, I felt like doing a reading in honor of my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. I love you. I decided to have this reading focus in on those of us who are ready to celebrate. It took me a minute to recognize that we're not all there and we're not all ready, and that has to be okay. It's okay that not all of us are in the right place to really celebrate. Some of us just need to take care, lay low, and soothe, and that's absolutely fine. But for those of us who are either ready to celebrate, wanting to celebrate, maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's just every day, maybe it's just really wanting to get lost in that feeling of joy that comes with really celebrating life moment to moment. This is for you. So yeah, what I'm seeing is that we are in the process of working on ourselves, making plans, being open to the things that we want. This card is reversed, it's in progress. So here we have Pentacles. Pentacles are Earth. Eight of Pentacles it's an apprentice card. This guy is actively working, learning by doing, really engaged in what he's doing. I find that I pull this card for myself when I'm working on myself in some way that's important to me, and it always feels like a good sign, like progress is underway. And so this reads to me that progress is underway for us as a collective, those of us wanting to move toward a more joyful experience of life, even amidst this period of time that's been difficult to find joy within because there's just so much other going on. So this card is directly across from this guy, Knight of Wands. Here we have fire. Knights are also about motion, and so because fire is so much about newness and adventure, and just, I feel like fire in and of itself can be a very celebratory element. Knight of Wands, or rods here in this deck, they're the same, is actively moving in a new direction. And so the way this reads with this card here, Eight of Pentacles, what it feels like is that we are in the process as a collective of moving in a new direction and really putting in the time and the effort to allow that to flow. So working on ourselves, working on whatever we need to work on to allow that new direction to open up. So yeah, I really feel like this is for those of us who are learning to do the work that allows us to celebrate. And this has come up in other readings as well. So that is a beautiful first message. Now the next message, I actually, again, more fire and earth. So Three of Pentacles is often about teamwork. 3 is the number of communication. Pentacles, again, are earth. So earth often gets into getting down to business in some way. What is the practical plan? What's going on that practical, sometimes mundane level? But this is a really beautiful card because there's a harmony in it. There's a flow in communication. I also pull this card for myself when I am in tune with me. And so it can feel like those beautiful moments in time when my higher power is, I'm not fighting anything, and so I'm open and receptive to that divine guidance that allows me to work in harmony with my higher self. So I feel like that is also very much a part of this reading for us as a collective. And it's right across from this one, Ace of Rods or Wands. Again, we have fire. 2 fire and earth pairings too, which is a really interesting and beautiful dynamic. I feel like it speaks to us working on a practical level to achieve what we want, but also having some of that zest and that passion to do it in a way that's fun and exciting and dynamic. So Ace of Rods or Wands is about beginning. So beginning something new, which I feel like echoes the Knight of Wands, who is actively moving in a new direction. And so what it feels like is that, again, we are actively working on initiating and creating the new, and really being engrossed in that. I was going to say relishing that, but I feel like it's more about being actively in the moment and being engrossed in that, which is lovely. So then right in the middle of the reading, we have 2 of Swords. Now this is another really interesting card. Swords are air. Air relates to the mind, so often our thought processes, our inner dialogues, and also our outer, so how we articulate ourselves as well. 2 of Swords here, right smack dab in the middle of this reading. I feel like it's speaking to, choice. Choice is the message I'm getting. This card, actually pretty much all of the cards I feel like they're bits of energy that form a language, and so they can be translated in a lot of different ways. And yeah, I feel like the power of choice is a really beautiful thing that's literally central to this reading. So yeah, so we as a collective have, and I don't even feel like it's just one choice, although there may be one central choice, but we have a choice in terms of how we want to move forward for ourselves, how we really want to embrace our own more joyful experience. I know for myself, I've been confronted with the fact that I have a choice to dwell in the things that I don't like, that I've experienced, or move toward self-care. And in doing that, I'm on a more receptive journey to celebrating and being in joy. It doesn't all happen at once. Sometimes it really is just about choosing, like Abraham Hicks would say, choosing the next most accessible thought, which is, if I do this basic thing, I'll feel a little bit better. And then that will lead me ultimately to a more joyful experience. So, but yeah, I feel like here within this reading, it's really speaking very directly to some kind of choice that we each have in terms of how we want to celebrate, how we want to celebrate our birthday, or celebrate by not celebrating. It gets into very personal territory, which is the beauty of choice. To me, it's a recognition that we have the power to choose for ourselves what the best and most satisfying way forward is in our personal journeys. So, right in the middle of the reading, choice. And then at the bottom of the reading, I pulled 3 more cards. This card, again, we have fire. 6 of Wands, or rods, is about victory. And it's right next to the moon. So I feel like, and here I'll just show you the last card. The message I'm getting between these 3 cards is that as we allow ourselves to shed the things that have given us grief or stress or worry or anxiety or any of that fun stuff, as we shed that, the path forward becomes illuminated by our truer guidance. These 2 are actually both very watery influences, and water deals with the emotional undercurrent of things, and again, psychic and intuitive knowing as well. And so this message actually, it's a little bit in reverse. So it seems to start with the victory card, the 6 of Wands, but the way I'm reading it, it's about allowing ourselves to just shed some of the sadness or whatever's been weighing us down in order to get to that place where we are guided to what brings us joy. Also, this is a very fitting card for this month because this is the Cancerian period of time, and Cancers are ruled by the moon. So also, because I pull many cards, I got this pairing at the top of the reading. Here we have King of Cups, who is very, I want to say very balanced, very level-headed, really beautiful, peaceful energy. And 9 of Cups, which often points to specific desires that we have. This card is often called the wish card. And so the way this reads to me is that it's time to be open and receptive to the things that we desire in order to really celebrate properly. Whatever that means to us, it's very personal to each and every one of us. We all celebrate differently. But the key is being open to our desires and really allowing them as we do all of this other work to bring things to fruition, to bring them forward. And again, I feel like that's what all of these beautiful fire and earth pairings are about. Moving actively in new directions and doing the work to bring those directions forward. I also just, one last card seemed to stand out, so I picked it, and that is 6 of Swords. Now this is a card about, actually it's very similar to 5 of Cups, in that it's about leaving behind turmoil, finding balance, and feeling the relief of that. And again, because swords relate to the mind, it is that feeling of calm and peace and inner, I want to just say inner stability. So I feel like in order to celebrate the way each of us wants to celebrate, there is a releasing and an allowing ourselves to move toward what we want in the most satisfying and fulfilling ways. So if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Again, happy birthday, Dad. I love you. If it's not your birthday, happy unbirthday. And please enjoy your celebration. May you find the utmost of joyous experiences. And yeah, happy celebrations. Please like and subscribe if this resonated with you. And I look forward to many more joyous videos. Bye for now.